Hi guys, good morning. Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and for those who are new here, you're almost, of course, welcome. Yeah, so I know that I've taken some time to come back here, and it's just because of work. And even right now, I just decided to spare some time very quickly as I prepare again to go to work in the afternoon shift. But today I wanted to respond to a question that came about in so many of the previous videos of whether I moved out of the Heim and how I was able to do that, to move out of the Asylum Heim. And this is what this video is gonna be about today, so stay tuned, don't go anywhere. So yeah, so to say but the least, I stayed in the Heim for almost exactly 4 months, because I went to the Heim on the 22nd of June, if I'm correct, last year. And I left there around the 20th of October. So July, August, September, October, yes. So, and another question that came about was how or whether I was able to work when I was still at the Heim. Of course, I started working when I was still at the Heim, and throughout the 4 months that I was working in Berlin, I was living at the Heim. When you're living in the camp, it's not possible to work. But when you are living at the Heim, so many people are living at the Heim and are working. As I said before, when I met the Kenyans that were at the Heim, they already told me that they are all working, or at least some have, some were done with the house building and are working, and some were just working. So yes, it was possible to work when still at the Heim. So on to the next question, how I was able to now leave the Heim. And usually when you're in the asylum process, whether or not your asylum is granted, you're still like an asylum seeker. So like the areas where you are allowed to live are restricted, and mostly the district where you applied for asylum is where you're supposed to remain, because they are responsible for you. They have your file and all that stuff. And especially if you're also getting benefits from the social system, then of course if you move to another place, then it becomes difficult for the support to be done. But even before I moved out of the Heim, I was already told before I moved out to the Heim, I was already told by one of the social workers that yes, it is possible for one to leave the district or the area where their asylum was applied, and like move to another area within Germany for two purposes: either if you are going for the purposes of schooling or for work. So I already knew that that was possible. Like if you find a school in another region or area, you can make an application or a request that you would like to move to another place because of school. Like if you have the confirmation, the school acceptance and all that, then it's also possible. And for work, if you have a contract, a work contract from another state or from another region, then you can also make an application, and like it will go through an approval process, and if they say okay, then you are allowed to move. So in short, that was what I did. And why I wanted to move out of the Heim in the first place is because, of course, I was in this long distance relationship with my boyfriend that I met even before I began the asylum process. He was living in the west of Germany, and I was in the east in Berlin. So that was quite far. And when I was still there, he came to visit. There's one weekend that he came to visit, and then during the time that we had this €9 ticket, I really made the most out of it. And I think I used the ticket twice to travel all the way from Berlin to Duisburg to visit, because it was just easier for me. I was more flexible. It was easier for me to visit. But then afterwards, we just saw that it is a lot of strain. And once I started working, also the chances of me getting even the time to visit were restricted, and that was maybe once a month, when now I would get like 4 days straight, like two days off for the previous week and 2 days off for the next week combined, so that I have 4 days straight. Then within those 4 days, I would travel for 1 day, visit for 2 days, then the other day travel back. It was strenuous. And yeah, it did not make sense. And I think I mentioned in another video that it did not make sense for me to be in a long distance relationship in the same country when it is something that I can change. It's not like it's a school that I started that I cannot change. No, it was work, and it was possible for me to find work somewhere else. So I started job hunting, of course, for jobs in either Düsseldorf, because I knew that Düsseldorf is not far from Duisburg, or jobs in Duisburg. And of course, I was looking for jobs in hospitality, because that is my area of expertise, or rather that is what I have studied in school. Have a degree in hotel and hospitality management, even though so many people have tried to tell me, oh, go to Fliege, you know, with Fliege they cannot disturb you, with Fliege. You do Fliege because you want to do Fliege. I don't want to do Fliege, and I appreciate the people that have come to me with the comment that do Fliege, but it's not my thing. If you are doing Fliege, good for you. But Fliege, for those who do not know, is nursing. It's just, I started it, I did the training for 2 weeks. It was just not my thing, and I'm happy to work in the hotel exactly where I am. The conditions may not be the same, but I'm happy because this is my passion. This is what I went to school for 4 years, sorry, in the university for 4 years. And also I already have gained so much experience in this field over 8 years or 7 years. So yeah, it really doesn't make any sense for me to go and start all over, do an house building in Fliege. Why? I mean, so anyway, other that aside, so yes, I job hunted for jobs in the hospitality industry, and I got a couple of interviews here and there, and it was now left for me to decide where I really want to work. And I ended up in a really very good hotel, and that was really like just God ordained. Anyway, we are not talking about that today, but anyway, I applied for a job. I got an interview in Düsseldorf. I got a job in Düsseldorf. I got a job offer in Düsseldorf. And then now the story was now how to change now, or to make the request. And to be honest, my boyfriend really helped me through this process, because he was emailing the Ausländerbehörde in Duisburg, asking them like, yeah, my girlfriend has this job opportunity in Düsseldorf, and she wants to move to Duisburg, and at the moment she's in Brandenburg. What process is she supposed to go through? And they gave us the instructions of what to do, and simply that we should contact the Ausländerbehörde in Brandenburg first of all, and make the request. And if they accept that I can move out of the district, then Duisburg will be happy to process my paperwork, my work permit, and all that. So that was what happened. It was not something that happened that easily straight away. We had to do so many follow-up emails. My boyfriend, since he initiated the process, is the one who kept following up, at least here in Duisburg, asking. We got one really like an Ansprechpartner, I don't know how I can say that in English, but she was very supportive with information and all that. And then I myself now took my application to Brandenburg, and luckily I also, after a long wait and not getting any response, somebody just suddenly, and this was after I had waited and the time that I was supposed to start my job, which was on the 16th of October, was really approaching, and I've not gotten the work permit yet, and I have already resigned from my previous job, so it was really getting. So I decided, always, go into a 3-day fast. And during this fast, somebody just out of nowhere picked up this case, emailed me, and yet these people don't even respond by email. Germany, if you know that, they rarely respond or do anything by email. This person suddenly picked up my case and emailed me and said, please provide this and that documents that I had provided weeks ago, and nobody had bothered to even do anything about it. And I resent the document, and the same day, I think, he sent me just a copy of the work permit, and but he said that was not the original. The original would be sent by post. And I also happened to go like then I asked this person, okay, now that I'm supposed to move to Duisburg, where am I supposed to renew my stay permit? Am I supposed to renew it here in Brandenburg, or am I supposed to renew it in Duisburg? And he said the case with Duisburg is not yet cleared, so at the moment you will renew it in Brandenburg. And when I went to the Ausländer Behörde that same day, I asked him, have you already sent out the work permit? And he said no. I said, is it possible for me to have it by hand? And he gave it to me right there and then. And I went back to the to the Heim, to the social workers, showed them the documents, and I told them I have a job opportunity. And in fact, my work permit was not even, I'm working in Düsseldorf, but my work permit was not issued by Düsseldorf or Duisburg. It was issued from Brandenburg, and they allowed me to move here. So I went to the social worker at the Heim and told them I have this job opportunity and this and that and those. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, what is this? Oh my god. Can you people hear that? God, that almost gave me a heart attack. When is today? 10:59. Probe. Oh. That's like a trial warning. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. How am I supposed to respond in this situation? It's like a trial warning. Okay, they say there is no danger. It's just like a trial warning in case of danger. Okay, guys, so let's catch up in a short while when the alarm goes off. I can't believe I got that on video. Sorry, just to divert from the topic, I'm in this group of women in Deutschland, and there is a time everyone was asking whether somebody received the warning alarm on their phone and all that, and everyone was saying yes. I was shocked. I almost got a heart attack, and I was just surprised how comes I received nothing. Is it that they don't have my phone number or something? But today I was able to catch it on video. So it's okay. Yeah, it's just like a disaster preparedness warning, and of course there is a link that is sent that I will look at later after this video. But anyway, in short, yes, I moved from Brandenburg to Duisburg, and now I live in Duisburg, and I've been living here from like October, November, December, January, February. So this is my sixth month after moving out of the Heim. So yes, that was possible, and that is possible, and I moved out, and now I'm living with my boyfriend, and that means that I'm not receiving any help from the government, because of course I'm working. I'm not dependent on the government at all, and I believe that is actually a good thing. So I hope I really answered your question, and yeah, if you have any more questions, feel free to put them in the comment section down below, and I will be happy to respond to it. And then, yeah guys, so thank you so much for watching. I don't want to make this video any more longer than it is, but yeah, that was just what I wanted to bring across, that everything happens for a reason. We all have different parts in life, and this life is very spiritual. If we can, like, if we could open our spiritual eyes and see, then we could understand why everything is the way it is. But thank you for watching. Thank you for following so far. Feel free to leave any comments in the comment section down below, and I believe that the next video is actually going to be like a Q&A, so that I can capture the questions here and there and answer them all in one video, and then now we can move forward from this whole asylum seeking process and go to other things. So thank you for watching. Have a good day. See you on another video. Bye.